Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another one. And on tonight's episode of the Night Talk, welcome to the Night Talk, welcome in, welcome in. We're going to talk about products that have just defined reality. That people really thought, everyone was really bearish on these products. And today we're going to have a discussion on that and a very interesting take I think a lot of you will appreciate. So, first we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the number one product actually that has blown people away. I was telling you guys to buy these at the 200s if you don't remember my video on them when everyone else dogged on these. Some people were selling them in the 160s. I bought a bunch of mine for 166. They are now $340. And it's been alarming. They've been going up so fast that they're almost unstoppable. That they've been going up $10 a day. like it doesn't want. Like, I don't think the price wants the market. Like the price wants to interrupt the market and blow people's minds and be like, "Whoa, it just doubled in a day, bro." But I think that's where we're getting. That they almost can't even keep the price down of this specific box. It was at like $300 3 days ago, and it went up to like 310, 320, 330 each day. It's like watching a fucking gas pump on this set just spike up. And, I was saying to buy these. Everyone else was against them. I was one of the only channels that said to buy the Pokemon Center ETBs. And now look at them. 340 if you just chilled out. Zoned out from the market and just said, fuck it, 200 is a good deal for a piece of ETB and just bought it, And the gains almost seem too easy at this point. They really do. They almost seem too easy. Destined Rivals, another one. This was like $250. Everyone was like, oh, you better just wait and buy it. The prices are going to go to MSRP. Same thing they said. They said Prismatic's going to go to $100 fucking $150 for a piece of ETB. When did that ever happen? And they were proven wrong. It actually doubled in price. It was one of the pretty much best investments you could have made all year. And Destined Rivals as well. I mean, we're talking a booster box that was barely selling for $250 is now there's listings for $400 and they're moving. These boxes are moving at $350 to $400. And honestly, on this channel, I would let mine go for $350 if anyone wants it. But Destined Rivals. It seems too easy, And I had to pay up for that fucking box too, so that's the only reason I have to ask a decent bit for it. But still, it's like $50. I don't know what everybody's asking. And Obsidian Flames, everyone hated on this. And the PC ETBs. These have blown people away. These are a fucking $300 booster box. I would sell mine for $250 if anybody wants it. But they've just been running. And same with Battle Styles. Everyone said this was uninvestable. It's almost a $300 box now. Shit's crazy. And these are just investments that people said, oh, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. Well, apparently they were worth it. What's the next thing I was going to say? So we covered Destined Rivals. We covered Prismatic. But yeah, these sets people said were just uninvestable. I mean, even this. This is the next thing I was going to bring up. The Crown Dynasty and Skyboxes. I didn't realize how cool that Rayquaza promo is on these. But these were being sold by scalpers for $70, and you felt like you were an idiot buying them. And it's they're fucking $160 now and selling. It's absolutely wild. But Obsidian, so anyway, I want to get to a video that I watched about a guy that had bought, a bunch of vintage XY boxes, like Phantom Forces and stuff like that. And he was going over a chart, and basically he was saying every year he's been gaining 150%. And that's, in my opinion, a little bit light. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've been buying has been going up 100%, 150% in 3 months. Prismatic, it went up, 100%, 150% in just a couple months. But either way, this guy had a lot of dead years for Phantom Forces where it probably didn't go up in price, but he was averaging that all of his Pokemon investments were roughly going up 150% a year. And that's kind of the new average. And it's alarming, it's strange, but that's just where we're at. And things are just wild. But I was telling you guys to buy those prismatic PCETBs in the 200s, telling you that they're not going to go to MSRP, and now look at them, 340 fucking dollars, and I think we're on the way to $400 to $500. It almost seems too easy at this point. It's just like when good opportunities like come, you should just buy them at this point. And even these, like if you find these for $100 and they have the evolving infusion packs in them, only get them with the evolving infusion. Like if you find them for $150, these are good buys. Like these are going to be $200 to $300 boxes. They're already about 150, and that's just kind of where we're at. It's just buy the shit and hold it, and it probably won't let you down. And that's even like I said with some of the worst sets. Obsidian Flames PCETBs in the past year, they went up like 900%. I think they were like $100, maybe $150, and now they're like $900 for PCETB, and the promo's selling for fucking 4K. I mean, it's wild. The 151, ETB, if you're getting the good picks, the 151 PCETB up to like fucking $1,000 now, and it was just 450 like 3 months ago. I mean, it's literally doubled, and it was already overpriced in my opinion to begin with, and it's still doubled. Like this is just buying stuff at like the most ridiculous prices, and it's still just like is doubling in a year, which is just it's gnarly, but it's true, and the stuff is selling for this, so you can't really deny the prices. But yeah, like that's kind of where we're at on things. And I still think Chilling Rain, by the way, the cases for 4,500, I still think that's an absolute steal to buy these. I'm glad I snatched my case up for 3K, but I still think 4,500, you're going to see this be a $6,000 damn case in no time. And it's the same thing with prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs. Like, I would still say now's not a bad time to buy a sealed case of those, Surging Sparks or Fusion Strike. I mean, these Pokemon Center ETBs, you have to understand. Like, I'm buying a Cosmic Eclipse Pokemon Center ETB, regular ETB tomorrow. They didn't have Pokemon Center or Cosmic, but I'm buying an ETB at Cosmic tomorrow, and it's like an $1,800 ETB. And I don't know why you guys are doubting on, like, Fusion Strike, Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. Like, they could be $1,800 a piece. Like what you're looking at, $300 or $400 in the next, like, 3 years, that could be chump change for these. You know what I mean? And you have to really start looking at things that way instead of the bearish, like, oh no, it's going to go to zero, we're fucked. And it's just like, you have to take a step back and really be like, wait a minute, what's probably most likely going to happen? And if you did that in the past month, you killed it on literally everything. Like if you took a step back at Dustin Rivals and said, wait a minute, $250 for a booster box, not bad. I didn't buy I paid like $290 for my booster box, but even at $290, if you just bought it like yesterday, like I bought it like 2 days ago, and it's just like already fucking a $400 box. It's just like taking a step back and be like, wait, this isn't going to MSRP. It's safe to hold this stuff and just see what happens. You're up tremendously. And Prismatic Evolutions is a perfect example. During hell and high water, during the worst economic time in the world, during uncertainty, Prismatic has just continued to climb. During the worst events, Pokemon still is performing better than any other asset possible. And I mean, even Evolving Skies, up to $3,000 a booster box. It's insane, man. It really is. I'm glad it's happening, but it's definitely insane. So take something away from this video that it's pretty safe. If you go by the route of like, well, everything just kind of goes up like 100% a year, you feel a little bit more safer just throwing your money in and saying, fuck it, and see what happens, see if it proves right or wrong. Maybe that'll help a lot of you with investing, that just play the waiting game, buy the stuff that people are afraid of and hold it, and just be patient. And it usually pays off, and the gains are just very shocking of like, damn, like Prismatic from 200 to, 170 even to fucking 340 in a very short period of time, less than a year. I said this happened in less than 3 or 4 months. It's wild. Anyway, but hopefully you guys learned something from this. But that's why you should be more patient and just hold your stuff and just be patient, man. Don't be afraid to buy people out and just wait. But buy like, be specific on what you buy, though, and the prices you're paying. And you should be all right. Anyway, that's all we have for this one. Hope you enjoy this episode of the Night Talk, and Gengar, we're out.